15, 16?
I don't know.
You texted me after to tell me which one it was last time.
Hi,
Hello, welcome.
I'm Erin,
And I'm Carissa.
and together we are
Soul
Soul
Sisters,
Sisters, and we are coming to you with our summer podcast. We are trying to remember what number we are on, and frankly, at this point, it's so hot today, we can't remember, and we don't care.
But there's a breeze at least.
There's a breeze. We are at Lake Pepin, and the theme today for us is pink and green. Pink goes good with green,
Yes.
a la Wicked.
And I only sometimes embrace the themes, but this one was very easy, so I will embrace it. I'm looking.
Pink goes good with green means your best friends. And that's why I picked pink and green. So we don't care.
Okay, I just feel like it would be easy to find, but
Yep, it's not.
It's
Because
not.
you'd have to go on YouTube to find that.
No, you texted me and said
Yeah,
episode blah 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 is up. last
I
time.
don't even care.
Okay. All right.
But we are here to talk all things knitting right now. We have approximately 1 hour and 20 minutes
80 minutes.
to get this done.
Which should be ample time. We don't need
No, I don't know.
more than an hour or 20. We don't. We don't.
Okay.
Could we feel? Sure. But do we need it? No.
Well, should we
Yes.
what I'm wearing?
Okay.
I am wearing a t-shirt called Chilling with My Peeps. Anyone who knows me well knows that I love Easter marshmallow peeps. That's my favorite candy. And I'm also wearing a green bandana. Pink goes
All
good with
year
green.
round. Is it your favorite candy?
Yes. Yes.
So when I usually bring you chocolate covered Oreos, you would be maybe more excited about Peeps?
No, because I do believe in variety.
Okay.
That's always important.
I'm still trying to find it and I can't. I
Yeah,
need to
don't
let
find
go.
it. We
I
don't
need
care.
to let go.
Yep, you do.
Let it be enough. Okay. So you're wearing your Peeps shirt.
Yep. And you?
I'm just wearing a pink jumpsuit.
But let me tell you what else she's wearing. She's wearing something that I'm wearing. She's wearing jewelry from Hello Adorn.
Yes.
She's wearing a necklace from Hello Adorn, and her earrings are from Hello Adorn.
True.
Run, don't walk to check out Hello Adorn. They're made in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. They're the best.
I would agree with that. We've
Oh.
talked about them before. They're
I am addicted to Hello Adorn. Done. Okay. Anyway.
You also don't need a lot of it because it's just so classic. You
Uh-huh.
can wear it with everything every day.
My
Like
ear-
these ones I've had in for I don't know, probably 2 weeks.
They're like the extra, oh, those are cute. I have bigger ones of those. These are hoops where then you can get little charms and interchange the charms on your hoops. So,
That's good for me to keep in mind.
yep. I love these so much. I got some charms and I have dagger charms. And depending upon my mood, sometimes the daggers go in, sometimes the
really
lightning
well here.
bolts. So,
Halloween owl. Excellent. All right, what else? I actually read some books. Are we talking about that later or now?
let's talk knitting now.
Okay.
Books in a little bit.
Okay, sounds
Because
good.
Is knitting our priority? I think it kind
Yeah,
of
I mean,
is.
yeah. But before knitting, what's been some memorable moments of your summer thus far? Or 1 month in?
First of all, the fabulous weather. That's number one.
What makes it fabulous to you?
Oh, God. June was like mid 70s,
Yeah.
low to mid 70s. So that's my favorite temperature. Nights were 50s. Didn't have to have the air on. Beautiful outside. I could breathe.
It was
I-
a little cold for June.
Oh, yeah?
But you liked that.
Yeah, I love it. I
Okay.
loved it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Second, there's been no drama in my life, which I like. Neither on the spousal end, on the parental end. That's been a delight.
Good.
Third, I did go. Oh, well, we'll talk about this later, but just to throw it out there for now.
A little
teaser. I did go to the Zombie Knitpocalypse Market on Saturday. We'll talk about that. That was a joy.
Can't wait.
Oh, and then we'll talk about it later, knit the trolley from Darn Knit Anyway. outstanding.
Darn it.
Anyway,
I was signed up for that, but then didn't realize I
Yeah.
had double booked myself and I couldn't go.
It was really
But I think
great.
I still get a bag.
oh,
Right? Did you get a bag for going?
Got a bag.
I'm trying to say
I'll show
bag
you- yeah.
instead of bag.
Okay.
So I think I still get a bag because they emailed me and were like, your bag is here. And I was like, oh, I didn't go, but I did buy a ticket. So I am bummed that I missed it. I want to hear about that. Tell me about it.
Right now?
Yeah.
So Darn It Anyway is having this thing where they're going to do knit adventures.
Yes.
The first one was go to a movie and knit at the movie. The second one was Knit the Trolley, and it was extremely reasonable. $25 bought you a ticket to ride this adorable little trolley in Stillwater, Minnesota. Learn about the history, the first town in Minnesota, first established town. We saw the most beautiful houses. We learned about all of these places, the historical significance of Stillwater, and we're just knitting away, just having a great. Then afterwards, we went to Leo's Malt Shop and had burgers and malts. It was so
What?
good. I know.
Did you just do that with
No,
your
ju- no,
pallies?
just with-
yeah,
yeah,
with your
just-
pallies.
yeah.
That's not part
Yeah,
of the.
no, that wasn't
the
part-
trolley.
no.
Okay.
And
How
then-
perfect, though.
Yes, and now the next trip is going to be to Viroqua, to Utopia Yarns, which I am very disappointed I can't go, but oh well.
Yeah, that
I'll
sounded
be
like a great
getting ready
adventure.
it's the day before Alaska.
Yeah.
What about your summer?
Well, I'm just gonna say I'm bummed to have missed that knit the trolley because that sounds really cool.
Yeah, that was cool. But there's going to be lots of opportunities to do other things. Mm-hmm. They promise.
Yeah. Yes. My summer has been great. It has been one great thing after the next so far, and I mean, what more could you ask for?
Because she went on a fabulous trip.
Okay, but even before that trip, it was state track.
Yep.
That was fun. That went well. Then got home Saturday and packed up Sunday, and then Monday we left for family giant RV trip for 10 days, I think, maybe a little bit more. We rented an RV and then drove with my husband and my 5 kids to. The first night was to Eugene T. Mahoney State Park in Nebraska.
Wow.
Which we did not get to partake in the water park there, which was a bummer. But I would recommend. It looked like a really great state park with a lot of things to do. It just didn't time out correctly for us. Then we drove to Rocky Mountain National Park, stayed in Moraine Campground, which was breathtaking. Breathtaking. Just driving into it, and this is big valley with the mountains. And there was lots of wind coming through the mountains. It was cool there. It was, sweatshirt, sweatpants at night. And we had a great campsite. We went on a couple hikes that were beautiful. Again, we've talked about this in the podcast before. My family does not like hiking as much as I do. And I was kind of holding my chips for a later hike, so we did shorter hikes.
Oh, smart.
But they were great. Nymph Lake and Bear Lake, maybe. It's a pretty popular trailhead. Trailhead is the word I'm looking for. And it was beautiful. And the kids loved it. Jake loved it. I loved it. We were all happy. We're all happy with short hikes there. And then we drove the Continental Divide. It's Trail Ridge Road. Have you ever done that?
No.
It's cool. It's like the highest paved road maybe in the country, definitely in the national parks, but I think maybe in the country. And you were up real high. I should know how high. 15,000? Does that sound like a lot?
Yep. That's a lot.
15,000 feet, and then you're in the tundra. Like, for sure there was still snow there, which you knew that because you can see that on the mountains, but there was still snow there, and then you could see the tundra, which was like super short grass, and then these flowers that are like just barely poking up above the grass because it was so windy. I almost got knocked over when I was trying to take pictures. It was breathtaking. So that was beautiful. Then we drove from there to Arches National Park. And gift to us, unanticipated, we arrived right around sunset.
Oh,
And
stop.
so you could see the sun setting and all the silhouettes of the different
Oh.
shapes in the dunes. And then you could see the sun reflecting off the dunes with this really beautiful evening lighting. And then we pulled up to they had beautiful campgrounds there. It took 30 minutes to get to the campground in Arches National Park once you entered the park. So you were out there, boonies, for sure. But it was so beautiful. And so we pulled into the campsite, and then the kids are like, there's stuff right at our campsite where they could go climb on the rocks. And then again, you can see the silhouettes of the trees and the sun setting and super soft sand. It was absolutely beautiful. Then the next morning, Jake and I got up and went on a hike, just the two of us, while the kids still slept, which was fantastic, and walked by Tapestry Arch and then Broken Arch. And that was a really fun little trail where you had to, at points, look for the little rock towers as your marker for, like, stay here, follow this path.
Yeah.
That was really, really beautiful. And then we climbed around on some of the other arches. One of the highlights for me was on Sand Dune Arch, and we got to keep climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing. And it's a couple different fins, and they're really close together, and it's a little bit tricky, and you're getting pretty high. But Annie, Vinny, Ruby, and I got all the way as far as you could go. That was really, really fun. And then we came back down, then we saw the windows and that sort of thing, the double arch. That was beautiful. Then we drove to, this is taking too long, huh? 11:51. Then we drove to Zion National Park, which was also breathtaking, but the next morning, and I had done my research, which I don't always do, but I had done my research, and so we rented hiking boots and neoprene socks and the hiking sticks, and we got on as early as we possibly could on the shuttle to get up to the Narrows, and then we hiked the Narrows. It was so cool. It was so cool because you're hiking up a river in between these narrow canyon walls, and it's just breathtaking. We hiked like a little over 9 miles that day. That was gorgeous.
Yes.
That was what I was holding all my chips for.
Yeah. Way to play that card.
Mm-hmm. Then I'm going to mention this. One of the highlights for the kids was after that super long hike in the Narrows. It was 104 degrees outside, but there was like a little river behind our campsite at Zion, and the kids played in the river and cooled down. And then Jake found a Sapp Brothers truck stop. Have you ever heard of that? I haven't either, but I'd highly recommend it because they had really nice bathrooms, super, super nice bathrooms. So we just paid, and then we could all shower because the national park campgrounds don't really have showers, the ones that we were at least. And so we showered, we all felt fresh, and we did all our laundry because we were halfway through the trip. And then we got some pie at the cafe, and it was just perfect. It was really nice.
That
a
sounds
really
great.
nice truck stop to shower in.
Yep.
Sapp Brothers. So I'd recommend that. Then we drove from Zion to Grand Canyon National Park, which was, again, so beautiful. So, so beautiful. We missed the sunset there because my family couldn't get their act together quickly enough to do what I wanted to do. But that was okay. It ended up being all right. We still did a little walking as the sun was setting, and that was really pretty. Then we went and did a couple more the next morning, right before the rain came in, and Grand Canyon was beautiful. It was even more beautiful than I remember it being when I went before. Then we drove to Sand Dunes National Park in Colorado, and by that time we were a little pooped. But the kids did go hike out on the sand dunes while I made dinner one night, and then the next morning we had 2 days of 8 hours of driving after that, and so we got up and headed out pretty promptly from sand dunes, but that was pretty cool too. We did not sled in the dunes, which I had hoped to do, but by that time we were just pooped out. Yeah, we were just pooped out. So that was a great trip.
I love it.
But guess what? Then we got back from that trip. We were home for 5 days maybe, and then we went to Koozie Camp, family Koozie Camp, where we all go stay in cabins. It's barely even camping, but we all stay in cabins at Champions Riverside in Galesville.
Oh,
That was great.
yes.
However, Champions Riverside, if you watch this, chances are slim. But if you do, I really hope you inflate the whole Wibbit because that really cramped my style. There's this, have you heard of Wibbits before? Have I talked about this? They're giant inflatable obstacle courses that float on the water.
Oh.
And so as you're running through them and trying to not fall, you like slip and just land in the water.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. And so they had a new one. That was a cool challenge. However, there were a couple that they were not fully inflated. And so every time you stepped on them, you just were in the water right away. And that really
That's not
inhibits.
good. No.
It really inhibits your games
Yep, sure
of
does.
tag. So that was a great time though. Family had a wonderful time there. And then got home from that on Sunday. So then unload the van, do a little bit of laundry, and then come on over to your house. So it's just, that's been the summer. It's been fun stuff, one after the other.
Okay, now we got the 4th of July
Sorry,
in
that was-
4 days.
Right, which is one of my
Boom.
favorite holidays. It just,
Wow.
the fun just keeps going.
Uh-huh.
It just keeps going.
That sounds so good. I love it.
Also the gardening. We didn't even talk about how fun gardening has been. Are you gardening?
I don't think gardening is fun, so you talk away.
I
But
love
wo-
it. It's
no.
been so good for weeding, and I love
Yeah,
weeding. I
it
love
has.
listening to an audiobook and weeding, and it's been perfect. It's been
And the weather's
some
been perfect
water,
for weeding.
and then you pull it, it comes out like a dream.
Oh,
So
I'm so glad you like it.
I do. I really do. I'm growing cucamelons this year. Have you heard?
No.
Did I tell you about that? They're like these tiny little look like baby watermelons, but they're cucumbers, and they
Oh.
taste like a cucumber, really crisp and fresh.
Yum.
But just like that big.
I do not garden because I don't enjoy hot weather. Number one. Number two, the deer are going to eat what I've got anyway, and Ross isn't going to set up any
Yeah.
barrier. So it's too much of a heartache.
Yeah, that would be.
I go down the road and I order all of my produce from the Good Turn Farm.
Perfect. That you've done that a few years, haven't
Yes,
you? Good.
and I will continue to do that.
Great. In all this fun, I'm getting a cold sore right inside there. I'm trying to lather it every 30 minutes to see if we can avoid that coming, but probably not. Too much sun. All right, on to knitting.
Let's do it.
You go first.
I have a lot of faux finished
Yeah.
objects, and the reason I have a lot of finished objects is because I am stash busting. I am going through my stash and using what I have. That is not to say that I won't buy yarn, because I will for specific projects.
Yeah.
All right. So that being said, let's talk about that.
Let's.
All right. I went.
I've Uno FO. Uno.
Okay.
Uno. And a couple gauge swatches and 2 whips.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, there he is.
Just
You
a
want me
minute.
to- I'll just talk.
No, wait.
Okay.
Let's put him on
Oh,
speakerphone.
no,
Hi,
he
babe.
doesn't- Don't do that to him.
Okay, I won't.
No.
Hi.
Don't do that to him. I'll talk
Sup?
about my iPhone. Erin gave a nasty look at this yeah, it was an FO in the previous podcast. And Erin, I think in her head, correct me, agree with me in the comments below if you think so too, but Erin was thinking, Kristen, why the hell are you showing them that? When I showed you all this beginning of my project last time. But this was a crochet bag using just scraps, nothing new. And it started with this pretty little color shift here. And then we went all the way through here. Now, do I wish I had taken out this orange stripe? Yes. Because just let me show you. That. I like that combination better than this. But you know what? I was just using up scraps. So, I'm dabbling in crochet. And this was not a pattern. This was just me guessing at how to make a bag out of crochet. Using, though, kind of that pattern from TL Yarn Crafts. Tony Lipsy. She has a starlight basket, I think, or something like that I had learned from her at one point in time. And so I kind of used clues from that but I did not do the pattern on the outside like she had. So this is my only FO for the podcast. Erin, hurry! I'm not good at doing this by myself.
Okay.
This is my one FO. I already told the guests. Remember, I started this at the previous one. You kind of gave me the hairy eyeball about it, and yet I have finished it now. So now it's a really nice thing. I guess I didn't weave in the ends, obviously.
What a great beach bag.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. And it was all
Yes.
using up scraps.
I love it.
Yep. There we go. That's my FO.
Okay, bravo.
You're back. So
Okay.
go ahead.
My apologies to all of you. My husband's going to come down and blow up the beach toys. So
Oh.
we have to say we use them.
I will use them.
Okay, same. Okay,
What
I
are
mean-
they?
they're downstairs.
No, but what? What beach toys are
Well, a long floaty
Yep.
for a bod
Mhm.
and a ring,
they? Okay.
and I don't know what else.
Okay.
Okay, let's, first of all, this wasn't a whip down, or this wasn't a
Do you-
stash dive.
Do you hear that siren?
No. I don't care about the siren. I always sign up for Sarah Shearer's Gnome of the Summer Months. And here is a berry cozy gnome.
Okay, I was wondering if that was a bear. That's adorable.
Yep, a berry cozy gnome. He was really, really cute
He is
to do.
cute.
The ears are done by doing an eye cord, and it leaves a little hole in there, and then you do a teeny tiny eye cord and you stitch it into the center
Adorable.
of the ear.
Love it.
I thought he was so much fun. All of the bears that I saw coming out of the other people doing them were really cute. There was Yarnaceous Fibers did Care Bear colorways,
Oh.
which really turned out
yes.
cute.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
I
So that was my first project of like the spring.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cute.
Yeah. Then a while back, at sweater camp at Darn It Anyway, I bought a kit, not a kit, but some small skeins of
Minis?
yarn. Yeah, minis. From Fiber MacGyver to knit some wicked gnomes. I wanted to knit in Elphaba and Glinda. Okay. And so this was my test run for Glinda. I just knit this.
Test run.
Just a minute.
Okay.
I just wanted to knit this particular pattern. How does this knit up? How does it compare to the other pattern that I wanted to use? So I knit Nando, and he's a little wizard with a cape and a crooked little hat, and I love the way that all the yarns matched from my
beautiful.
stash. He's super cute, and so then I knit. This was my first Glinda.
I love all those colors together.
Me too. This is a colorway called May the 4th Be With You.
Lolo did it.
Yes, Lolo did it. One of my favorite colorways of all time.
Look how nice that beard turned out on this one.
Uh-huh. It's like
Mohair,
a shabooey.
right? Yeah.
Yep. It's just a
I
mohair.
like that.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah. So this was my first Glinda. And so her pattern is Normanda. And sparkled up the hat.
Love that.
Put a sweater on her. And just,
Perfect little blonde
she
braids.
seemed too big.
Too big?
Next to Nando, she seemed too big.
Okay, I see. Like you're talking proportions if we're trying to do Alphaba and Glinda?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So then, what did I do? Oh. So then, let's put.
Oh, did you put that little heart on
I
there?
did.
She put a little
There's a teeny
heart on
tiny
there.
heart. The pattern asks you to do that. But
That's
it's really
cute.
cute. So then I went to Plan B,
These are so fun.
and
wow.
I knit this one. Just give me a second because she's missing a piece.
That one's too big. Let's make them all huge.
Oh, I thought she was too big, but this one is even bigger.
Yes.
So I don't know. I
That was
don't know.
your
I don't know what I
solution.
was thinking.
Your solution.
Okay.
Oh, I love it.
So I knit
Oh,
her
I like the glitter down here too.
glitter at the bottom, and I added green because, you know, they're best friends. I gave her a little green heart. I don't know why I didn't like that other gnome for for
The
being,
ruffle?
no, I just didn't like them together. When I ended up knitting Elphaba, I didn't like this one and my Elphaba together.
Okay.
So this one I knit first.
This one.
No, wait,
That
I
one?
can't remember. I think I knit this one first. Then I knit this one.
Then you went back to her because you didn't like her with alphabet.
Then I made a decision on knitting Elphaba, and here's Elphaba. So we're just
Can't
gonna,
wait. I've been thinking about this. Do you see yourself as Alphaba or Glinda?
Elphaba.
Really?
Yep. I am missing Elphaba's heart. It's somewhere in one of my bags.
Mm.
Now here's Elphaba.
Hair. You nailed the hair.
First of all, I mean, you can't, look at that hair.
Love it.
That I had made one single braid coming down because Elphaba in the first movie wears a braid coming down. Didn't like it.
Okay.
The cape, I loved the flecks of green and pink that echo the two best friends. We have her little hands I stitched together, her green nose. She's got a little bit of glasses and of course the tipped
Yes.
brim.
Yes.
And so then they just,
Yeah, the height is right.
they work together better.
Yeah, you're right.
And she has a pink heart that goes in her arms, but I don't
Because
have it right now.
swap this out. Yeah, it's not quite right.
It's not right.
You're right.
No.
You made the right decision.
Yep. So it's these two together.
Yeah.
And there's my Elphaba and Glinda, and I have them in my kitchen, and I love them. I look at them every day, and yeah.
How did you steam block these? Did you block these?
I wet block them,
You wet block them.
except for I don't think I wet block the cape because you want it to curl like that, but the rest of it I do wet block.
No, let's just put all your littles up here because it's so fun and impressive here.
And
Look at all those little treats.
as I'm knitting them, I'm thinking I am giving birth to a little being.
Yes.
Because they all have their little personalities.
How many little beings do you have at your house?
Well, maybe 40.
Awesome.
40.
Do you put them together or are they all in different spots?
I need to put them on. I need to get.
I would
them
be
all on the
curious
shelf.
to see them all. I
I
think
need to
that'd
get
be
them
pretty
all on
fun.
something.
Even if it's just for a photo.
Oh, I found the little
Oh.
heart.
Stick that in there.
The heart came from Moki Moki Land.
Love it.
Same.
Well done, Erin.
Thank you.
Well done. That's so fun to have them just sitting there looking at us. I love it.
There you have it. What do you got?
I don't have any more FOs. Do
Do
you
you
have more FOs?
Everything I have nearly is an FO.
Oh. Well, do one more and then I'll do something.
Okay. Then I decided I purchased Corey Eichelberger's I Rock Knits, what is it called? Dumpling bags. The whole kit and caboodle of the dumpling bags. Great.
So it's
it was
multiple patterns.
multiple patterns. A dumpling bag came out a month, and it was really fun.
For how long?
12 months.
Oh, wow.
Yep, it was really great. And a lot of them are a play on either a sweater she's knit or a bag or a hat. Well, I looked through my stash and I thought, okay, I'm going to pair you two together. And so I paired my favorite colorway, which is, it's called Siren. And the yarn is,
Muse.
yep, it's from Muse 2320, and it's a DK weight. It's called Pipit. And
That's
the,
your favorite yarn ever? Your favorite colorway?
colorway. Yeah.
Cool.
So I knit this dumpling bag. called Lollipop Park. And so you knit the bottom first, then you pick up stitches all the way, and then you start in the round, in the round, in the round. Then you do a double knit drawstring here.
Oh, clever.
Yep, I did. You can just do shoelaces. I just knit the drawstring, and then you can buy a little insert from Amazon that fits inside the bag.
Cute.
Really cute. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this, but I made something functional
That's not the
out of
point, right?
yarn sitting around. What?
Totally.
Yeah.
That's not the point of, yeah.
That's not the point.
That's not
That's
the point.
no. And then, oh my God, my phone is recording everything I'm saying.
Who was it sending that to?
I don't know, but
How long has it been going for? Holy Hannah. God,
a long time. How do
oh
I
my
delete
gosh.
that?
I'll show you.
The-
I just-
oh, right here. No.
What a great beach. Okay, I'll delete it. You
Okay.
keep going.
So I decided, all right, I have more extra yarn. Let's knit another dumpling bag. So I picked one of the 12 patterns and some automatic color changing yarn. And
What is this color changing yarn? I really like those colors.
I think it's a Queensland yarn. I have it in my Samantha Gurin's Grid Gambit cowl.
Mm.
I knit the Pretty Little Boxes dumpling bag, and my insert fits inside this bag too. And my tension on this bag is much better to fit the insert. I did not like knitting.
You didn't like double knitting?
That
How
was
come?
I just didn't like it. It was pain.
Oh. I like double knitting. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like it. But I'm happy with it. I like the way it turned out, and I think it's really cute. And I love the color change. I didn't have to do a damn thing. But
This is my favorite right there.
yeah, same.
For sure, Chris's favorite. Pinks
There
and orange and purples.
you haven't figured it
It's
out.
still deleting. We're backing it all up. Back it up. Back it up. Okay, my turn.
I'm gonna do select all.
Okay. Now, here's the thing that's closest to an FO, but it's not an FO. I bought this yarn sometime this spring, I think. I ordered it as a kit from Farmer's Daughter Fibers. And it included her mohair and then a spin cycle. And again, you just never know what the spin cycle is actually going to look like when you get it. And it was not what I pictured it being based on the picture that I had seen, which is okay. And you know that you're taking that risk, but it was like, oh,
I know, but still,
I
come
gotta
on.
rethink now what I'm going to do with this. So I wasn't
it's
sure.
too pricey for that.
Well, it's part of it. It's just
I
part of it.
suppose.
But as it turns out, it's always still really beautiful.
Yeah.
So here is I started this on our
What is the
RV
object?
trip. This is a cowl. It's a cowl. It's called the Garter Snake Cowl, which I hate snakes, but I thought this knitting pattern. Well, actually, I started with the
Right.
Inspira cowl. You know that one that we had done a long time ago?
Is
'Cause I
this
thought-
brioche?
Yes.
Brat.
But I started with the Inspira cowl, and then I got, who knows,
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
2
the
inches
Inspira
in, and realized that I had twisted in the round. And then I was like, you know what? I don't like this anyway.
Happens to me all the time.
So I had to rip it out, but I also chose to rip it out because I didn't like it, and I ripped out the whole thing. And then I thought, let's look through the patterns that I like of 2-color cowls. And then I found this one that I'd been wanting to do for a long time, and I thought that might work out. And then what worked out really perfectly about this is that this is like a nice clay red color, just like the Grand Canyon.
Yep.
And then all of these colors
Oh,
here
yes.
are again like the blues from Rocky Mountain National Park, and then these different greens that are just like the different greens you see as you're driving through the desert and through that Arizona where there's like the mint green of this, and then the sage green, and then the vivid. It was perfect for the trip. It's just like a little.
Were you knitting it on the trip?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It was
Perfect.
What is
Love it.
that? Simile? Not a metaphor. No, simile uses the word like. It matched the trip. Is my point.
Yeah.
It matched the trip.
That's great.
And so I am nearly done with it. But one thing, the 20 points for a paper pattern that you just print out, because I did this on my phone. I've been doing it on my phone without printing out the pattern. And I don't like that. I have to cross out everything, and then I have to unlock it like every other time that I go through. So I feel like it's really slowed down since I've done this little swaparoo here, where you switch to, instead of doing brioche the whole time, you do a little bit of garter. And it's just really slowed down because I've done it on my phone. So I printed out the last page. So I said, that's enough of that. I'm not going to do that anymore. But it's almost done.
As she's talking, I'm going to say a word about ripping out.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like it, rip it out. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, come on. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that side looks even cooler, doesn't it?
God, no kidding.
So I thought when I purchased it that it was going to be like purpley grays. The whole thing. It was not. There's a lot more green in there than I thought,
it's
but I like
called
it.
The garter snake.
Yeah, garter snake
Garter snake
cowl.
cowl.
I mean, let me pull up who it's by because I got it right here in my knitting tab. How many tabs do you have open in yours? Probably
0.
like 3. Okay. Yeah, 33. Garter Snake Cowl by Lavagna Patricella. Her colors look real cool too.
Uh-huh.
It's like a grayish black with a gray multicolor.
Yeah.
So I'm almost there. It's just about done, but not quite yet.
Cool.
And I really enjoy knitting brioche. It's not too tricky. And I
No.
was even able to fix it a couple times,
Ooh.
except when I got to this last part.
On brioche, run a lifeline every 10 rows or so. That way you can rip it back and you don't have to worry about it.
Was it Andrea Mowry who in her brioche tutorial was like, just always give it a buddy. Every stitch just needs a buddy.
I don't know.
That is just so helpful, I think.
Yep. I took a lesson in Northfield to learn how to knit brioche. And I knit it, and then I quit it.
Yeah,
I-
I like it. I like it a lot. So I think
Yeah.
this is pretty.
I do too.
And I like how it mimics where I was when I was knitting it. So
Those
my
are always
almost
great
FO.
kind of projects to have that remind you of a place you've been.
Yep.
Yeah, I love
Absolutely.
that.
Now, in this kit, you had 2 skeins of Odang and 2 skeins of the Spin Cycle. But it's like this stuff goes on forever. Like, there's no way I was ever going to use 2 of these at the same time that I used 2 of these. It's called Overboard, that Spin Cycle color is Overboard. And this one is Bear Gulch, which is a beautiful color. I don't know if you can get it here, but...
We'll
Love
never
that
know
color.
if we can see it until we go back and watch this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
That is pretty.
those
Yeah.
Farmer's Daughter, I think you could buy anything from her. Anything from her. She's just so good. Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes I like the Grocery Girls colorway in the Farmer's Daughter. And I don't.
I didn't see that. Which one is that?
I don't know. It's in their shop.
Oh, okay. Have to look it up. I haven't watched them in years. All right, your turn.
Okay.
What are we doing? Oh, 39.
I thought I had a lot of, all the gnomes, right, in the 2 bags. That's
Right?
plenty.
Yeah, 6, 7.
One of my finished objects is back at home, and it's called the Perfectionist Trap Shawl. And the Perfectionist Trap Shawl is a lovely, easy shawl that is a long triangle, easy to memorize. I knit one. I really didn't like it because of the way it draped. And then I told our friend Nicole to knit one, and I loved Nicole so much just recently that I thought, all right, I'll knit this with some yarn that was gifted to me by a friend that I'm close to. And so I was nearly done when I went to Zombie Knit Apocalypse, and my friend Carrie goes, there's the designer of your shawl. I said, okay, I gotta go say hi.
Totally.
So I went up to this gal. Her name is Casey. I don't know her last name. She goes by Casey Knits. And this is me and Casey and the shawl she designed. And then I told her the story of the yarn. And she loved the shawl so much. She loved the yarn so much. She loved the story. She started to cry a little bit. It was
Yeah.
really sweet.
That's cool.
And what a treasure, you know, whenever I get up to these knitwear designers, and I just, they're celebrities to me. And
I think how cool it must be to see someone really enjoying the thing that you made.
yes,
For both of you. I
Yes.
guess when I said that, I was thinking about Casey. Like, oh, you create this pattern and put it out there, and then you say meet someone who's like, look at, I did this thing that you
Yes,
made, and it
yeah.
was so great.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So it's at home. It's made out of Egyptian cotton yarn, and it's still on the blocking wires. So I couldn't bring it today, but
Okay.
I think that's going to be a really nice summer go-to, made out of cotton.
Totally. Speaking of cotton,
Yes?
so I have the intention of knitting this Ren crochet top. And I first thought I would knit it out of this yarn because it calls for worsted weight yarn. However, when I did the first couple crochet, I was trying to do a crochet swatch for it. I was like, I don't want it out of that anymore. I don't want it out of this color. I want it to be a white or an off-white. And so then I had this yarn, this cotton yarn. It's just coastal cotton from Darn It Anyway. And I thought, what am I going to do with this? So I found a new pattern, Tulber Top. I think I'm going to love that.
Is
and
it
I
crocheted
did,
too?
no, that's knit. And so then I did a gauge swatch to figure out, because it's half fisherman's rib, that's knit in, and I tested up a couple different, and it for sure looks best in the smallest size.
Okay, yep,
So now
yep.
I'll take, actually this is, no, that's the right side. So then I'll take this measurement and figure out which size I'm gonna do so that I can use this gauge here at the top.
Sweater math.
So I'm gonna, I don't know if you can even count that as a whip, but there's the gauge swatch for that.
It's a whip to me.
Yep. So that's coastal cotton in the color Georgia Peach. All right. Now, the other one, this Ren crochet top, was the yarn that you just saw. I'm just gonna
Yep.
do it out of that Cotton. It's like Swan White or something from Knit Picks, because I had to order like, what was that? You just saw that, like 20 things of it. That's a lot. So and here's the bump. Okay, I have a new fabric knitting store to tell you about. But here's a bummer. It's like sometimes I've gone to local yarn stores to purchase the yarn, and there's just not enough of it. You know what
Yes.
I mean? And when that happens like 3 times in a row, it's
Yep.
like, F it. I'm just going
Yeah.
online to
Yep.
buy this.
That's what happened to me today.
Yeah. Yep. I
Yeah.
would love to buy it from a local yarn
Same.
store, but if there's not enough,
Yeah.
then what can I do? I mean, you could order it, but I don't plan ahead enough to order it. So, no thank you. Or maybe, I mean, I've done that a couple times, but not very often. So, I have those two. Now, I do have a couple other finished objects, but they are not knitting. Well, let's not.
Okay.
They're not knitting, they're sewing. Do you have more knitting?
I'm going, yep.
Because I've got one more gauge swatch to show.
Okay, well, show it. I'm going to grab some things out of
Oh,
my
yeah.
bag and talk about my bag
Okay.
and how cool
Do you remember what this is for?
experience was.
This gauge swatch? It's gonna be so great. This is the Flock Fest.
Oh,
Andrew Mowry's Flock Fest for
yeah.
sure. I got one of the kits from I think it's like La Mercerie or something like that. And this is a gauge swatch. But in my opinion, tell me what you think. I want it to be a tighter gauge than that. What would you choose?
I don't know. I cannot. I don't know. I have no idea.
You see the gaps? I don't want that. I want it to be a little bit tighter
I'm
gauge.
not
So
going
I'm
to wear
going
it
to
holding
do.
it up like that. I'm going to wear it holding it against my body.
Yeah,
so I
for
have
sure.
no idea.
I still want a tighter gauge, so I'm going to do
Okay.
it in a smaller needle. So I'm going to do another one. But here's this flock vest.
I like the
Kit.
colors together.
Totally.
Yeah.
I can't take credit for that. That's just from
Damn.
this place that I got it from.
Yep. That's pretty.
Yeah,
I love that color
is.
combo.
Me too.
So good.
I think it's going to work for almost every season. Fall, for sure. Spring. We got winter, because it's a little bit Valentine-y. It's got the orange, so maybe summer. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's my other gauge swatch that I got in the docket. Now you can show your next thing while I pull up my other FOs.
Okay, so over the weekend was Zombie Knitpocalypse 2026. I did not go to the entire event. I did go to the yarn market on Saturday. And here's what I found at the yarn market. Sometimes they will have gift, they will have, well, no, they have a table where they give away knits and they give away yarn and books and all sorts of stuff. So I came back with 3 books to give to my knitting friends today if they want them. This is the first book. I couldn't believe that was on the table.
You just take them?
Yep.
What?
I took this in hopes that you or Nicole want this. If you do not, I will find somebody else who wants this. I
Totally.
own this and I love it.
Let me check that out. But also, if
Okay.
Nicole wants it, she can have first dibs.
Then I know Nicole likes to knit animals, so I took
Yeah.
this for her.
That's perfect for her.
And then here's another thing of Christmas knits, which I thought I wanted, which I don't. So it can be, anyone can take it.
Adorable.
So, yep. So then good gravy.
Just turn it over. Can't you just turn it over?
Turn it off.
Yeah.
I want to knit a pattern called, I believe it's called Pass to the Center. It is bandana number 3. Oh my gosh, can you just believe I touched that? Okay. It's called bandana number 3, and I'm going to show you what it looks like.
It's getting hot out.
Yeah. This is bandana number 3.
Looks like pressed flowers with more.
And the way she styles and wears it is really, really cute. Bandana.
How is that knit?
Well, it's mosaic, and it's by Beth McDonald Stone.
Okay.
And I pass to the center bandana number 3. Pass to the center bandana number 3. And I thought I wanted this bandana in a linen yarn, in a plant fiber yarn for summer. I love bandanas and I love to wear them. So at this Zombie Knitpocalypse, I purchased these 2 from the Treasure Goddess yarn, and they are bamboo and linen, and it's a beautiful tomatoey red with this off-white natural that I am going to love wearing. I have never knit on this type of yarn before, so I think it's going to have a learning curve. It's slippery, so I did read I should use wooden needles because metal needles are very slick. So I don't want any disappointment. I bought this at the Treasure Goddess yarn. Then I had my friends all wanted to knit a similar, the same thing. Let's go over to the Treasure Goddess yarn. So I go over with my friend Kathy. She buys a bunch of yarn and she gets this wonderful golden bag. And she looks at me and there's a little sign that says, get the bag costs $10. Get the bag for free if you spend $100. And then my friend Kathy looks at me and says, did you get a bag too? And I looked at her and I said, I didn't get a bag because I didn't spend enough money, so it's okay. And the proprietor of the yarn shop, just reached in and just said, oh, here, I'll give you one too. And I thought it was super, super nice of her.
Totally.
I think it's really pretty. And she's from Spring Hill, Kansas.
Awesome.
The Treasure Goddess yarn.
What a cool bag and
Yep.
cool yarn.
Yep, cool yarn. Really, really cool.
Bamboo and
Yeah.
linen. Wow.
Yep.
Smooth. That is going to feel good on.
Uh-huh.
Really
I
nice.
could knit a sweater out of that. So
Yeah.
then,
Maybe it
way
will.
in the back was this Dynasty Fibers. And I looked at it, I glossed over it, I kept going. Well, then I saw these little Brewer baseball stitch stoppers, which my friend Carrie loves the Brewers. I said, Carrie, did you see the Brewer stitch stoppers? Nope. Let's go back because they're there. So we went back, then we started talking to this gal who happens to be from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, Samantha. I don't know her last name. I'm sorry about that, Samantha. Sammy Joe. And she had all sorts of fabulously named colorways on Wisconsin, about Wisconsin.
That's cool.
So my husband's watching a lot of baseball, Twins and Brewers. And so I bought this fingering weight colorway called Beers, Brats, and Home Runs. And I'll knit him a Musselboro hat out of the Brewers yarn.
Cool.
Because what do you want for your birthday, Ross? Nothing. Okay, well, you're going to get a hat then. I'm sorry. That's the way it goes.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
I wonder how that's going to look. Do you think it'll be striped? Kind of striped?
I have no idea.
Beer sprouts and home runs.
Yep.
Cool.
Beer
How are the Brewers doing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't care. I really don't. I don't know.
Okay, so I do have a couple FOs because as soon as we got back from
I have one whip here.
the Grand Canyon road trip, we had to get our tails in gear because the dress review, the 4-H clothing review, was 4 days later, and we had purchased our fabric and had pre-shrunk it, but hadn't started sewing anything. And so Ruby and Annie both sewed outfits for the style review, and they turned out awesome. So I wish that the lighting were better. There's Ruby. She sewed this.
that, yes.
So the little jogger sweatpants and then the little hoodie sweatshirt, and she
Oh, wow.
for sure chose the color block, sort of which color she wanted and how to do it. And it turned out really, really well.
It was really cute.
Fits her perfectly. It was out of a Ponte knit, and so it was really nice material to sew with, and we didn't have to serge anything because it
Oh,
was
wow.
not raveling one tiny bit. So
What a great skill to have.
yeah, so
Wow.
she got a blue ribbon on that,
Yes.
and then Annie also sewed an awesome little outfit, a knit T-shirt, and then a tiered skirt. So here's Annie's. Hers turned out really beautifully.
God, she needs
too.
to wear that to Laura Days.
Yeah, very Laura Ingalls Wilder inspired.
Yeah.
And my mom has the cool machine, so we even did like top stitching, double stitch. I mean, you can do twin needle on anything, but my mom has like the top stitching machine. So the judge didn't realize that she had sewn the shirt. She thought she had just purchased it. So from the crowd, like Jake's cousin, my neighbor, Krista, I was like, Krista, I don't think she realizes that it's the shirt too. And then Krista got the helper's attention. He was like, yes. Anyway, so those were some FOs that we were working on that just weren't knitting, but turned out awesomely. So
Sure did.
they both got blue ribbons.
Wow.
Well done, ladies. And
kidding.
they're sewn well. My mom, I think we've probably talked about this, but like my mom is a very skilled sewist and precise in how she likes to do things. And so you can see too when someone's wearing it, like if it was crafted well. You know what I mean? Like it's laying nicely, it's laying flat, it's not
Yeah.
right. I just ordered a dress online and got it. And it's the first time when I ordered something that has been sewn so poorly. I was like, oh my gosh, it ruins the whole thing. Like, I cannot wear this. I have to return this. And it wasn't, the fabric was fine, but it was sewn so poorly and unevenly. It was like, holy cow. Anyway, so those are my sewing FOs. And then I have one more sewing whip. Do you have anything else to talk about? You said you have one more thing?
I sure do.
Go.
This is my one whip right now. I tend to be a pretty monogamous knitter. And this is being created. Hi.
Hey, Rosie.
We're Ross, we're podcasting.
Good for you, by golly.
This is being created out of my favorite colorway. Again, Siren, DK weight yarn. It's called Siren is the colorway by Muse 2320. And I don't know what this is. It could be Leading Men Fiber Arts. I love their yarn. They have fantastic yarn. I'd buy their yarn all day, every day if I could.
That's a great combination.
And I know, isn't it though? And it's going to be a Grid Gambit cowl.
That looks awesome.
So
Look how
it's pretty in your face, but the color combination is so
it's
great.
great. Yeah.
You can't not do it. I could just eat this, so I just love it.
I love those two together. Even the back side of this.
Yep, even the back
That
side.
looks awesome.
Oh.
I like that very much.
So, and look at how different that looks against the blue as opposed to the green.
right. Right.
Same yarns, same green yarn, light green. So, yeah.
Okay. So, inspired by my daughter's sewing, I also am going to sew. Oh, come on. Open up. I'm going to sew a skirt. I also have a pattern in fabric for some pants, which I'll do that too. But here's my latest. This is like Style Arc sewing pattern for that skirt. And then I was trying to find the right fabric for it. And then my friend was going shopping with her daughter to get fabric for her 4-H project. And they mentioned a second fabric store in New Richmond, Wisconsin. And she said, oh yeah, Krista, they have yarn there too. It was really cute yarn. I went, what?
Yeah.
How is there a yarn store in New Richmond that I don't even know about? That's only 20
Yeah.
minutes from my house. And so I meandered over there, maybe the next day.
Uh-oh.
And, okay, it's called Peace of Mind, Piece, A Peace of Mind fabric, and they've got some yarn, and it is cool yarn, and they have some good kits too, but it's mostly fabric. But and I think maybe for quilting initially, but she absolutely had some apparel fabric there too, not as much, but man, she had awesome fabric there. And I happened to find this beautiful fabric. I'm gonna sew that skirt out of this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then guess what? This I didn't realize it when I saw it and liked it, but this is the Fabulism fabric. It's the same stuff that Farmer's Daughter Fiber sells on her website. But now I can go see it in person and make sure that I like the colors. Look how cool it is.
I think that is so cool. I love that for a skirt.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait.
Yep.
So maybe I'll bring this next time we podcast as an FO. Here's hoping.
I'm counting on it.
Isn't that a beautiful fabric? That's
Jeez.
beautiful. I know it is.
I can't get over it. I really think that's fantastic. Yep.
So I was delighted to find that new fabric store and can't wait to go there again.
Yeah.
Love it.
Field trip. Yep.
Yep. Okay. I have read some books. Do you want to talk about that or no? It's been 59 minutes.
They're due here.
We still have 20 minutes. 15.
Okay. Quick, let's talk about books.
Okay. I read The Night Road by Kirsten Hanna.
Yep.
Just happened to see it at the library before we left on our trip. I read it in less than 24 hours. So it was good.
That
But
sounds like it was good, yeah.
But her books are
Page Turners.
Yeah,
Yep.
they always grab me like that. I will take a Kirsten Hanna book in the summer anytime. I would give it though, Night Road, 3 stars. 3 stars.
Mm.
But I mean, I enjoyed it clearly, but it wasn't as moving as some of the other books that I've read of hers. And it was the main characters were initially high schoolers, and kind of like to me, I just felt like still a little bit like high school, like high school love. It was like, oh, okay, I don't know, but was I crying? Was I crying at Eugene T. Mahoney State Park as I read in the morning before my family was awake? Yes. Was I totally unavailable for conversation for the first 24 hours of the trip because I couldn't stop reading the book? Yes. So that was an enjoyable read, even if it was only 3 stars for me. I still liked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have read Theo of Golden. I think I probably gave it 4 or 5 stars, but it really hasn't stayed that much with me. Then I read Mad Mabel, Run Don't Walk. That was fun.
Okay.
Mad Mabel.
Okay.
Then I read. I started a book called Mona's Eyes, and I'm reading it for a book club. And
Looks painful.
the premise is really cool. Mona loses her vision for an hour and a half. She's 10 years old. And they take her to the doctor. Nothing's wrong with her. Why did she spontaneously go blind? Well, let's take her to a psychiatrist. Grandpa promises every week I'm going to take her to a psychiatrist. But instead decides I'm going to take her to the Louvre, because it happens in France, and some other museums once a week for 52 weeks. And so it's Mona and him, and they discuss this work of art. And then you get a whole bunch of art history, and then they discuss the next work of art. And each work of art is supposed to teach Mona a lesson. She's 10, for God's sakes. So,
It sounds like a neat idea, but
it's
you're
a
not
great
liking
idea,
it?
but I'm really not liking it.
Okay.
I am tolerating it. I'm not hating it. I'm tolerating it because I am learning some things. And I do kind of want to find out what happens at the end. So I don't know. I'm doing a lot of skipping.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, our brains are so different because I just wouldn't do that in a book.
No,
I'd be worried about what I was missing.
I'm not worried at all.
Interesting.
Life's too short.
Interesting.
And then in the meantime, in the midst of reading this Mona's Eyes, into the Libby app comes Christina Applegate's You with the Sad Eyes. She's the actress from
Married with Children.
Married with Children, You Dead to Me, and Anchorman, and I think she's a fantastic actress.
Okay.
And she's got MS.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. And this was a difficult book to listen to in all respects. From the first word to the last word, it was difficult. I wanted to quit a few times, but I thought, I'm listening to this woman's testament of how difficult her life was. I don't know how she's made it this far in the tragic difficulty.
Not
And-
just with MS?
No, not just with MS. Since she was a kid all the way on up to now.
Oh, wow.
With a double mastectomy, breast cancer,
Really?
abuse, just ridiculously difficult.
Wow.
And then I wanted to hear about that MS. I wanted to hear her journey about that MS because my dad had MS, and we're not speaking about this. We never learned about it. Nobody, the whole family was just, I had 3 people in my family. Everybody was angry all the time and sad. So I made it through the book, and I'm glad I did because somebody heard her.
Okay.
She read it herself. Somebody heard her. So there you have it.
All right. How many stars?
Christina Applegate's, I think I gave it 3 stars, but I would recommend it.
Okay.
Sometimes. It depends on if you can do that kind of thing.
Okay.
It was not enjoyable.
It was heavy.
But it was
heavy.
worthy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the way to do it.
Okay. Great. Another book that I listened to, an audiobook, was The Moviegoer by Walker Percy. It was recommended on a podcast that I listened to, and it's pretty existential, kind of talking about meaning, purpose of life, but in a very sometimes funny and sometimes drab way. But that's kind of the point of it. And I would give it 3 stars. I couldn't highly recommend it, but it's one that I think I'll keep thinking about moving forward. So, 3 stars.
Okay.
Percy Walker Moviegoer. Now, when we went on our trip
While we're
to the
talking,
Grand
I'm gonna
Canyon, there were 2 books that I got that made me want to stop being an occupational therapist and become a geologist. Because
Yeah.
it's so cool.
I love geology.
It is so cool. And it was so nice to see these books in connection with the places that we were seeing and understand them better. So the first one was What a Rock Can Reveal by Maya Weiss Haas, illustrated by Sonia Pulido.
You purchased this?
I sure did.
Oh,
Yeah. And it tells you, I'm trying to remember what it was about this one. I mean, we all know that I love agates and hunting for agates, but this tells you about all these different kinds of rocks, what they mean, how they formed, beautiful illustrations throughout all of them. And it wasn't just like this. You see how you're like a lot of rock books, it's just labels all these different kinds of rocks. That's not what this was about. It really explained how they're formed and the different types.
that would be a good rock to have here at the cabin.
Yeah, it was great. You check that out. Yeah, that was fantastic. And then
Dang.
even better than that was this book, Grand Canyon by Jason Chin. Okay, it's so cool because I was just looking at the Grand Canyon that morning and I was like, Jake, look at, there's like, you can see different layers in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
This book explains exactly all those different layers and the different ecosystems within the layers, and even then like the bottom layer, which is kind of like black and has like vertical stripes, and you think, man, what is that layer? And that's like the basement layer. This book had incredible illustrations that weren't just beautiful but also super informative and just like really instructive. It was,
That's great.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Like, look at this. Okay, so the girl is on the trail. She notices this thing on the trail. How did that part of the formation happen? Then he does this. There's a little cut through.
Oh, yeah.
And you go back. Look at, this is back when it was a lake. And here's where those things were in the lake. And then all of those things died and created that limestone layer, because limestone is basically made out of a bunch of crushed bones.
Yes.
It was incredible.
Wow.
Grand Canyon by Jason Chin.
Cool.
What? Picture book for children? Maybe, but I
Who cares?
loved it. Loved reading it. You could see why it earned these honors, a Caldecott honor and Robert F. Siebert
Oh,
honor.
yeah.
I would recommend this 100%, especially if you're going to the Grand Canyon. But even if you weren't, I was like, how do you become a geologist? What do I have to do?
I know. I love geology.
So that was pretty cool. One other book I'm reading currently. Have you read this?
No?
Harris and Me by Gary Paulson. Jake, my husband, loved this book as a kid. Absolutely loved it. And then he read it again early this summer and just was laughing out loud. And then he had both of our sons read it. And then I accidentally ordered a second copy of it. And he was like, just keep it. We'll give it to our nephew.
Yeah.
But he's got to be a little bit older because kids like smoking cigarettes and stuff. But it's been very cute and just a simple little read. So that's what I'm reading right now. I can't rate it yet because I'm not done with it, but it's pretty fun.
I love a good book.
Mm-hmm. That's all I've got.
My next book's going to be Yesteryear.
What's that about?
It's about a trad wife
Okay.
that she's all on Instagram about her tradding, wiving thing.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow she gets sent back in time to see how
It actually was.
difficult life was way back when.
Okay.
So I don't know what happens. That's
Yeah.
all I know.
Let me know about that. That sounds interesting.
Uh-huh. I think I'm going to read that on the Alaska.
Can't wait. Can't wait. All right. Let's say goodbye so we can talk to Rossi.
Okay, good seeing ya.
Bye-bye.